Cheers, legends. Sammy from Short and Stout Beer Reviews. We've got two big beers tonight. I'm excited. It's the weekend. It is only Thursday night, but we have a long weekend in Victoria this weekend. We've got the AFL Grand Final on Saturday, so we have a public holiday for it the day before, which is pretty cool. So, yeah, the two beers I've already poured just for the photos. I got a bit excited. So the first one is a Hazy IPA by Banks. It looks very nice. Looks a bit washed out on the camera, but it's like a really nice bright orange in reality. It's called Juicy JANDALS. That's the can there. It's only just come out about a week ago, I think. So yeah, Hazy IPA, single IPA. So I think it's 6.8%. I was going to say it's around the high sixes or seven. This one it's got experimental hops from New Zealand. The company's name's Clayton. CIP 014 and CIP 076. Apparently one of them just got renamed Night Train. That's an awesome name for a hop. Super juicy, soft, and hugely tropical. Sounds good. But yeah, looks really good. I'll pour some more in there. I pretty much just poured them for the photos because I was running a bit late from work and I wanted to take a photo of it and then just get straight in and drink them. So looks a bit better now with a bit more head to it. So yeah, colour is like a light orange. Looks shit in the camera, but anyway. And cheers to Henry in the chat as well. I would say medium body, light carbonation. You'd probably say cloudy to hazy in appearance. It's got that real soft and pillowy sort of look to it. But yeah, it looks really good. And yeah, first beer for the night, first beer for the weekend. I'm so pumped to have 3 days off. And yeah, all week we didn't do any overtime. And then tonight we ended up doing a little bit. It's always on the last day of the week. So annoying. But yeah, let's get into it. Hopefully more people join. It seems very quiet, unusually quiet at the moment. I've noticed YouTube isn't sending out notifications. I've been getting a lot of messages from people saying that they didn't even know I was live and it's annoying and like missing shows and stuff. So apologies for that. But yeah, let's go a whiff first. Oh, very juicy. I get like fresh mango, guava, like some orange, some grapefruit. It's a little bit grassy. It's very juicy. It's maybe like a touch of spice there as well. Yeah, maybe some like berries, some berry notes. It's always cool having some new hops and just not knowing anything about them. It does look fire, doesn't it, Henry? Smells unreal. Time to get into it, I think. Cheers. Looks like there's some numbers starting to come in there. Ooh, it's actually got a bit of bitterness to it. Hello. I reckon you're getting some grapefruit pith, some orange pith, maybe a touch of pine as well. Some like woody character. It actually tastes way different to what I expected because of the nose. Like the real like sort of soft, juicy, tropical sort of notes. They were there on the nose. Hello, buddy. How you going, matey? Yeah, they were there on the nose, but yeah, on the palate, it's actually quite different. It's quite dry as well. As you can see, little mate here, he misses me when I go to work. And then I come home from work, give him some food, and jump straight on here. So they're like, "Where's my attention, bro? Hey, you want some attention?" You'll get plenty of attention, bro. I got 3 days off. We'll be able to hang out, go for some strolls together. Hey, boy. That first beer tastes very nice. Doesn't it, Jackie? You want a beer, bro? Want some beer? He's got the old ear tucked back. So yeah, 2 beers tonight. This one, and then I'm doing a big desserty stout next up. So that should be good. What you doing, mate? Say hello in the chat if you're watching. I just want to make sure that it seems very, very odd that it's very quiet tonight. Cheers, bro. First person I actually talked to. I don't know what's going on, dude. It's like it hasn't. Did you get a notification? One thing I did right as a hashtag, and I think maybe it's affected the stream. Um, yeah, I wrote thong because jandals in New Zealand are thongs in Australia, and I thought, oh, because I wrote thong, they're probably going to take it as like underwear is like a dirty thing, and I'm probably getting punished for it. Oh, you did. Cool. There's a lot of people that haven't been getting them lately. Yeah, I just knocked off work, bro, and cracking into the beers. 3 days off, so keen as. I'm thinking I might even do a panel tomorrow when I wake up and hang out with some of my English and US friends if they're about. Yeah. Nah, in all honesty, dude, I've had the Rumble one before, and if it's still drinking like it did when I had it the first time, that would be my pick of the bunch out of all the stouts they've done this year. Um, out of the four I did the other day, what was the one I liked the most? There wasn't there one that oh yeah, I think it was the Speckaloose one. The Speckaloose I liked a lot more than the others, so maybe it's sort of on a par with that. But yeah, I felt like I don't know, I felt like a lot of the mountain culture stouts this year haven't been as good. But yeah, the Rumble one was amazing. I remember having it fresh and just thinking it actually you got a lot of coconut in it, whereas the other beers have fell short when they've said coconut, just because they've been too rich and roasty. But yeah, this one, the balance is real good. Yeah, so hopefully it drinks like it. It'd be interesting to see. So I've got it sitting there, sort of ready to go. See, it smells amazing. It smells sweeter and not as rich as the other stouts. I think in all honesty, I think Mountain Culture need to play around a bit with their stout base. I think it's too full on. I think they need to dial down a bit, and yeah, if they're going to do pastry stouts, they need to dial it down and try and get that balance right. Yeah. And that's another thing I reckon with adjunct stouts, especially by a lot of Aussie breweries. I think they don't last very well. Like if you buy a Mountain Culture or a Range stout or like Rocky Ridge or someone like that, and they're not barrel aged, I just think they don't hold very well. Like I think you've got to drink them fresh. But yeah, I don't know. I just feel like this Rumble one's going to be an exception. But in saying that, it's not that old as well. Like it's only a few months. Yeah. The peanut butter one's all right, but I just felt like the Speckaloose one was so much better than the peanut butter, and the Lamington one just you can't taste the coconut enough. So yeah, with these guys, I've got Citra Fields. I've got 2 cans of that. I honestly think, still to this day, that's one of the best Aussie craft beers. And I've got two of the. They did a double West Coast with Bell's Beach Brewing. It's meant to be pretty good. So yeah, watch out. I don't know if I'll do Citra Fields on the channel because I've already reviewed it. Maybe I'll review it as like the 25 edition. I don't know, but yeah. Cheers, Phil. At least I know this stream's working now. For the first like probably 8 minutes, it was just like dead. It's like, what's going on? I feel like I'm being punished by YouTube for some reason. Yeah, it's cool, dude. You should have a channel name that'd be funny. I'm getting a nose that I can actually breathe through. That'd be awesome. Imagine the sleep I could have. Oh, well, all good, bro. We'll just wait. You might even see it somewhere else also. Don't be surprised. You'll just be in some random supermarket somewhere and you'll see it. Because it is a common beer. Whereabouts is the actual brewery, the 4X brewery? I've got a feeling it's somewhere near the like not far from where like the Broncos and that play. Wouldn't we all want that? Very soft and pillowy, very pithy. I like how it's got that piney woodsy thing going on. The juice was like sweet as on the aroma, and then like completely different on the palate. It's cool that like beer can smell unreal in one way and then taste completely different, but still good. Like, yeah, it's weird. Like generally, if you say you get a juice or a soda or something, you smell it, you know exactly what you're going to taste when you smell it. Whereas, yeah, it's weird with like some craft beer, they smell and taste completely different. Invesco Field at Mile High. Mile High, isn't that like Denver? Colorado. It's the weekend, boys. Well, it is if you live in the mighty state of Victoria, Australia. They have a row of seats at the Mile High mark at all the Denver stadiums. Oh, yeah. And what is it, like a special thing to sit there? Do you get to shag on them? The old Mile High Club? Yeah. Uh, we've got a we've got a long weekend in Victoria because it's funny. We get them off. We get a public holiday this weekend for sport. How good is that? So yeah, the AFL footy grand finals on Saturday, and the last few years we've had the Friday before it off as a public holiday. It's pretty cool. It's just a way to encourage Victorians to get to Melbourne, and like it's good for tourism and good for community and stuff. That would have been cool. Did it make you get like more high? Like you know how it's sort of harder to breathe the more elevation, less oxygen. Milton, are you anywhere near Milton? Now I remember going past it when I did a heap of Brisbane like craft breweries and stuff. If you ever want recommendations for local craft, dude, I'll have to show you where to go. Newstead is probably the best area for craft beer in Brisbane. I think that's like, from what I remember, I think it's like southeast of the city. I remember walking around there. It's pretty cool. Heaps of like new apartments and shit. And then it's like industrial as well. Hit the old like too, peeps, if you haven't already. We need to try and get this stream cracking. It's started off very slow. It's like YouTube doesn't like me. No, I honestly think because I put a hashtag thong, it's like YouTube doesn't like that because it thinks that it's something to do with like women's underwear. Spin City. Was that Michael J. Fox? And it had like a hot brunette bird in it. Oh, cool, dude. That's awesome. Yeah, I've got two breweries I could send you to in a heartbeat in Newstead. Nah, it's not in the title, dude. It's in the So when you first clicked on, well, it's probably underneath where my video is. It'll have the name of the stream, and then underneath it'll have a couple of hashtags. And because the beer's called Juicy Jandals, and jandals are like what we call thongs, I put Aussie and then hashtag thong or thongs, just like as a smart ass sort of thing. And then afterwards, I thought, oh, I probably shouldn't have put that because YouTube's going to think it's something seedy of like a lady in a thong. Oh, yeah. Give me Michael J. Fox any day over Charlie Sheen. Yeah. What's everyone's plans for the weekend? I'm still unsure as to whether I'm just going to watch the footy at home or if I go to like an actual grand final party somewhere. If I was to go to a grand final party, I'd probably go to like a brewery or a bar in Melbourne. But yeah, it's going to be busy as fuck in Melbourne because that's where the actual grand final is. And yeah, I've got so many beers in the fridge. Probably better just to stay home. Spring break forever. That'd be good. Work the next 2 days. That's not good. Yeah, I haven't been for a while. Last time I did Brisbane was like 2 years ago, I think. I did Brisbane and I think I did Brisbane first and then I did Sydney. But then I've ended up doing Sydney again this year. I think the next trip I'm going to do in Australia is Adelaide. I want to check out Adelaide's like beer and wine and food scene. I've only been to Adelaide a couple of times as a kid, so yeah, it'd be good to experience it like as an adult going to pubs and stuff. Just checking out the city. Everything's pretty close too, so I'd just get like a hotel in the heart of the city and just sort of stroll around, get buses to places, and yeah, yeah. Because I've got tomorrow off, I haven't hung out with like a heap of the American boys for so long. So yeah, I'm thinking I might even do a live stream when I wake up in the morning, just to hang out. I'll just crack beers and yeah, just get people up on the panel. It would just be good to catch up with people. I jumped on Drew's stream as in miscellaneous. I jumped on his stream on the weekend, but yeah, we're only on there for a little while. Cheers, Nork. Long time no see, mate. Welcome in. Yeah, I'll go up there again for sure. There's a couple I missed out on last time, so I want to get back up there. There's a festival called Juicy Festival. It's at what's the real popular music venue in Brisbane? And you walk in and it's all like chandeliers and like an old school looking theatre. It's real cool. They had the range had a festival there called Juicy, and I went all the way up to Brisbane just for that. I was so pumped for it. But yeah, while I was up there, I checked out a heap of the brewery scene. It was real good. I got so smashed that day. It's spelt Brisbane, but Aussies say Brisbane. It's like Melbourne. If you're American, you say Melbourne, but if you're Aussie, you say Melbourne. Yeah, Sydney, mate. Melbourne, Brisbane. Oh, fuck. Sorry to hear, dude. I fucking hate that. I really hope you get back. Is it a he or a she? It'd be fucking awesome if you get him back. Ziggy. That's a cool name. Ziggy Marley, Ziggy Stardust, Ziggy Albert. Yeah, fucking oath. Yeah, see, my Labrador's 15. Labradors normally only last sort of 10 to 14 years. So, yeah, he's still kicking on. He's very, very skinny, though. Like, he's skin and bone. And, yeah, you can tell he's, like, packed with arthritis. I wouldn't be surprised if he's got some sort of, like, doggy cancer. But because he just soldiers on and you can tell he's, like, in discomfort at times and that, but he still runs around, he still eats all right, he's still genuinely happy. So I can't, yeah, like it's like I can't do anything. Like I need to just let him live his life until he like looks like he's in pain all the time or he just shuts down. Like I'll just let him be. Yeah, that's what I thought. That was the first Ziggy I said. Oh no, I might have said Ziggy Marley first. Yeah, it's tough. See, once my two go, I'm going to take off. I don't like where I live and I want to change in my life. And with the dogs, I just can't do it. Without the dogs, I'm like a free man. I can easily go live somewhere else. And so, yeah, I've probably still got, with Angus, I wouldn't have long at all, but I've still got Jack. So it's going to be a couple of years yet. But yeah, it'll definitely be a lot easier trying to find somewhere to live. And I don't give a shit about what I do for work. I just want to find somewhere to live and then I'll find a job. I'll tee something up when I first move somewhere, but the main thing is trying to get somewhere to live because that's the hardest thing in Australia at the moment. Whereas back in the day, it'd be harder trying to find a job. Oh, fuck. I'm thinking you're saying you're lost. Oh, so as in you put the dog down. Damn. I thought you were saying as in you lost the dog, like the dog went missing. Sorry, bro. Yeah. Fuck, that'd be tough. Yeah, recommend me somewhere, dude. I'm all ears. If you think it's better to be in Glenelg, if it's not too far and it's easy to get to places, I'm all for it. Especially like with you guys, because like, yeah, he's a similar to me, same sort of interests. Yous have done travel and shit. Like, yeah, of course, I'm going to take your opinions on board. Even if I could, if I went for 4 nights or something, I could do two in Glenelg and two in the city because that's another thing I sometimes do just to break it up. Cheers, Henry. Welcome back in, bro. Yeah. No, you want to go to Rock Nest and Check out the quokka. Yeah. See, my lab's always been really lean and muscular because I kept his nuts because I was going to breed from him. So he's never been. He's always been like, yeah, he's always had his nuts. Like most dogs get them taken. So he's always been sort of a lot leaner than other labs and that. And I actually think it's prolonged his life. Um, but yeah, now it's like he's fucking skin and bone. You'll feed him like twice as much as I used to, and he just doesn't put on any weight, and he's like real ribby. You can just see his rib cage all the time. It's sad, but yeah, as I said, he still seems happy all the time, and he eats and drinks okay, and yeah, like if I'm in the backyard and I'll yell out to him, he'll come running to me. It's like, surely if you're that old and frail, you wouldn't be able to still run. So yeah, I think he's just one of those. It's like a human living till they're fucking 100 years old. Yeah, because you mentioned it in a chat, and I was like, quokka. Yeah, for sure. Yep, exactly. It's a lot of it's just like luck, like bad luck. You can get humans that fucking run every day and go to the gym and eat healthy and they get cancer at 30 years old, and some random person that drinks beers every day like me lives till they're fucking 80. Like it's weird how it works. I used to do a lot of running. Not these days. Oh yeah, sweet. Yeah, well that's probably the go, dude. I want to go for at least sort of 4 days. So I reckon I'll at least stay in the city and Glenelg. What is Glenelg close to Port Adelaide? Because I really want to go to Pirate Life, their huge brewery. That's one of the main things I want to do. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm one of those people that sort of balloons in weight. I put it on easy, I'd lose it easy. Like, yeah, just when I was younger, I was always like fairly lean and pretty little. But yeah, like you get to that stage where you get older and yeah, if you're not sort of, I don't know, like because I played a lot of footy and cricket and stuff, I was always really active. And then you go from doing that to doing nothing. Obviously, if you're fairly muscular and stuff, you sort of put on weight a lot easier. I definitely drink and eat pretty shit though, so no one to blame but myself. But hey, I'm still one of those people that still walks to work, and yeah, it's not like things are that bad. I can still sprint if I need to. Yeah. It's like, in all honesty, as far as states go, it's probably the worst state in Australia. Probably, in all honesty, it's probably one of the worst areas in the whole world for sure. That's actually a thing I really want to do. Like, I want to swim with the sharks out in the open ocean in the cage, and I want to do it in South Australia. Yeah, I go by the name of short and stout beer reviews, but then when people have met me, they've expected me to be a lot shorter. Yeah, Adam goes to me, I thought you'd be a lot smaller. You're just normal height. And I'm like, yeah. And he goes, well, why do you call yourself short and stout? Yeah. Nice beer, this one. It's got me excited for the next one. So, yeah, those of you that have joined a bit later, this is what I'm drinking next. It's a barrel aged imperial rum ball stout. So it'll be like very chocolatey, fudgy, and coconut. And then it's going to have like a bourbon barrel quality. So, hmm I told you I'd do another big stout tonight. Well, I just seen something about sun over the ocean. What was that? Cheers, Steve. Oh, yes. Fuck yeah. Yeah, I love that beer. Was it real smoky? I remember the last time I had it, it was on tap at the new brewery in Footscray. And there was people there, ride the bull, feel the flow. I love how it's set up like a Western sort of rodeo style, like American Western sort of theme. It's fucking unreal. You go in there and it's like this big saloon. Yeah, they had it there. They had it. They've got three levels there. Actually, they got four different levels at that brewery. And I remember I went up to the third one, and it had like a stage and just a heap of seating and stuff. And I was looking at the taps, and they had that stout, but that level wasn't open because it was during the day. And I started talking to this dude. I didn't realize it was one of the owners of Moondog. He's going, oh yeah, what do you think of the new venue and just crapping on? I'm going, like I'm saying how fucking awesome it was. And then I said the only thing that annoys me, like I didn't realise he was the owner. I just thought he was like a staff member or something. I go, the only thing that fucking annoys me is there's a stout I really want, but it's not on the other levels. It's only on this level here that's closed. And he goes, oh, you want to try the stout? I'm like, fucking oath. So he just pours me like a pint of it and goes, here you go. This one's on me. That was pretty cool. I'm like, cheers, buddy. You're a legend. Oh, cool. Yeah, that'd be unreal. Yeah, because you're not used to that on this side. Yeah, you'll have to like recommend me a hotel or something if you know of one, even in the city as well, and some pubs and eats. I've heard the market there is really good. Like they've got a market with heaps of different eats, like different ethnic restaurants or cafes or whatever, and you just go around and sort of graze. Yeah. Yeah, it's like me for a while. I was like driving a truck around, and that I think that's where I sort of started like going up and down in weight because I'd be like out in the truck all day, even though I was like lifting heaps of heavy shit and moving around heaps. Just that constant sitting for long hours. And when you're on the road, you're always eating shit food. It's like, oh, we've got a special hot dogs and dim sims for $3. And then you're like, fuck yeah, I'm stopping here, boys. Come on. Can't you multitask, Hamish? Dead to me. Henry said the same thing. Yes, I love that. Shipping steel. Hey! Yes. So I might have to move on to the next beer shortly. Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, well, at our workplace, I don't know who it is, but some particular person has a stash of chocolate. And every now and then, someone goes and raids it. And then all of a sudden, in like our office area, there'll be a huge stash of chocolate just sitting there for everyone to pick out on. And it's like not, you know how most people just like your general sort of milk chocolate like Cadbury and that and hate sort of dark chocolate. Well, this is sort of in between. It's sort of like half milk chocolate, half dark, but it's real tasty. And yeah, it's funny. Like you'll walk in there and everyone's sort of standing around like giggling and shit. And you know that they're busting into the chocolate again. I'm like, oh, the mother load. Yep, cool. I'll make sure if I get a hotel there that's sort of near the beach that I get one with like a view of that area. Yeah, that's where it'd be fucking unreal, just chilling on a balcony like with a cigar. Fuck yeah. Oh, so you're seeing jets at the airport as well. That's cool. Wow. You've got me pumped, bro. I might have to book some tickets. So that's the thing at work at the moment. I'm just going in there every week and like got nothing to look forward to, and you just plowing away. But if you've got a holiday or something booked in advance, you know you've got something sort of to strive for, to keep working hard for. So yeah, I probably need to do it. Just book the flights at least. Yeah, that sounds unreal, dude. Um, well, speaking from experience for me, because I live in sort of small country towns and that, I would say yes. But yeah, it's all about who you hang out with too. Like, yeah, I feel like in the city it'd be a lot easier to find. But yeah, score for this beer. I'll say a 4.3 out of 5. It's decent. I know Banks can go a lot bigger and better than this, but yeah, for what this is, it's very good. But yeah, Banks is like double IPAs, like their oat cream stuff and that. It's like elite level, like world class. This is just sort of their middle of the road sort of range. So yeah, looking forward to those other two I've got in the fridge. They're going to be unreal. Yeah, I don't know. It'll get legalised here eventually, but probably still a fair way off. I always thought New Zealand will legalise it first, and then we'll follow suit. But I thought it would have happened with that female prime minister they had. So yeah, yeah, yeah. So I'm out, boys and girls, but I have another one coming up. So yeah, follow me on the next journey. I'll start it up straight away like I did last night. So I'll go from this straight to the next one. So yeah, we'll be reviewing the mighty Hibernator from Mountain Culture, which is a barrel aged Imperial Rumble Stout. So yeah, come check us drink that one out. Drink that one out, if that makes sense. So yeah, I'll start it up straight away. So it'll be about 11:49 p.m. my time. So yeah, thanks for chiming in on this one, and hit the like if you haven't already. And yeah, let's do it again. Stout time, dark beer. Ooh yes. Later, peeps.